Hi, it's Hallie, the original Rev Thing from Instagram, here now on YouTube with the Friday evening edition. Yes. Oh, it was so cold this morning at 29 degrees around here. It was 29 degrees. It was quite chilly. But now, this evening, it's a lovely 62 degrees. It's just a very pleasant evening. Yes. It's been quite a week, you know. A lot of talk about AI and robotics and immigration. And it's got me thinking about the intersections of those things, immigration and AI and robotics. You know, one of the big concerns that people have about immigration is that, you know, people are going to come and they're going to take over, jobs or society or whatever in general. But I think that the focus is very, very misplaced because if there's anything that we need to be concerned about taking over and taking our jobs and taking over society, it's AI and its sister, robotics. Um, it's much more cost effective in the long run to have a robotic workforce than it is to have human beings. And I fear that if we wait until these things are already in place and taking over all the jobs before we establish laws that require a certain amount of human workers to be kept employed and things like along that line, it very easily and very likely will take over um, the workplace. And that's not just something, what I'm saying is based on what I'm hearing from AI experts, the actual people who are developing the AI, like the man who just received the Nobel Prize, some Nobel Prize. um, the AI expert who, big giant guy, whatever his name is, I don't remember. But, I saw an interview, well, he wasn't an interview, he was at a dinner. He was at a dinner that was with, what I assume, lots of very wealthy people, and they were dressed very beautifully in fancy tuxedos and stuff. And it was a very lavish place they were having their meal. And he addressed that and his concern that although AI should benefit everybody, his fear is that it is going to benefit the very wealthy and displace a whole bunch of people from the workforce. Um, but the people who were sitting at the table didn't seem to be too concerned about that. Yeah. So that's, I think, something that we really should be addressing. I mean, it's bad enough that these data centers use a tremendous amount of power, electric, um, draining the electric grid before it's been reestablished or improved to meet those demands, and drains the water just like millions of gallons a day. There's numerous things that we seem to be heading full stream ahead into the unknown, or at least the questionable, with, I think, very little forethought. And certainly from a legal perspective, from legal protections for workers, for human workers, the time is now. Because once that switch is done, the leverage that human workers have, meaning strikes and such things, work stoppages and stuff, will be gone, just like the jobs are gone. So it needs to be done before the jobs are gone. I think that's a very important thing. And one of the things that I also find interesting is that the people who are promoting this stuff, right? And often it's kind of mixed with this kind of pseudo-Christian ideology. But they are promoting something called transhumanism. Transhumanism, right? And they even promote it as being an aspect of the Christian message. Like it's part of what is supposed to happen before the second coming. And I don't know what scriptures they're reading, but in any case, I just think it's very odd. I think it's very odd that the people who are promoting transhumanism, which is unnatural and is never, something that would be completely novel and unnatural and new, um, have such a big issue with transgender. I mean, transgender have been around since the beginning of time, but transhumanism, yeah, I don't know. Did you know? I was listening to this one AI ethicist. She's a really bright woman, and she was saying that those Roombas, those or computerized vacuums that we have, right? Those things are keeping surveillance on us. They track all kinds of stuff, including your floor plan and everything, and that information is then shared with the mother company who then sells it to whoever. Your vacuum cleaner is spying on you. Imagine if you had a nanotechnology inserted into your skin, how they could track you. Who knows, even change your thoughts without you knowing. I know that's very sci-fi. Of course, I'm thinking about a particular movie, but but it's all in the realm of possibility. And if they're tracking us through our vacuum cleaners without us even realizing that the vacuum cleaner does that, I don't know. It's an awful lot of trust in people who don't seem to be terribly trustworthy to me. Anyway, just some thoughts for to rattle around in your head. But seriously, when it comes to the workforce thing, human beings uh, have to act before the power we have as human beings and as workers is removed by having a new labor force that can work 24/7. Anyway, it's kind of a heavy thing, right? It is a lovely evening, though. It is very cool and comfortable here. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for watching. Please give me a like, and if you haven't already followed, please follow me and hit the little bell thing so you get notifications.